Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. My name is Simon Weeks. I'm the CEO at Ciptex. Today, we're going to talk about what's driving the key trends in the industry and how companies are making strategic changes to their contact centers, changes that are boosting business. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce today's speakers. I'm Simon Weeks, and I have 30 years of experience in the software industry, having worked in similar roles in sectors ranging from manufacturing and distribution through to retail. I'll be your webinar host today, and I'm joined by two speakers today. It's a pleasure to have Lenore Files, Principal Product Marketing Manager at Twilio, and Matt Winklis, CTO at Ciptex, with us today. So, Lenore and Matt, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourselves?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Simon. Again, my name is Lenore Files, and I'm a Principal Product Marketing Manager at Twilio for Flex. And I've been in the contact center industry for over 20 years in various marketing and go-to-market roles. So as you can see, I'm extremely passionate about customer engagement, and I'm really thrilled to be here today.
Thank you, Matt.
Hi, I'm Matt Winklis. I'm the Chief Technology Officer here at Ciptex. I've spent my career as a technical architecture consultant in emerging enterprise technologies and have a specialism in communications technology. I've been involved in very many large and complex cloud contact center projects across multiple sectors.
Thanks, Matt. So our agenda for today, we're going to start by Lenore is going to tell us about how market landscapes and cultural trends are driving companies to change their approach to customer experience in contact centers. So she's going to explain 3 steps that companies can take to transform their contact centers and boost business results. Following that, we're going to see a short demonstration of the technology in action. And then Matt will share some examples of Ciptex's customers and the solutions that we've built for them with Twilio Flex. And then at the end of the session, we'll have time for a Q&A. So with that, I'm going to hand over to you, Lenore.
Great. Thanks so much, Simon. So we may share some confidential and forward-looking information from Twilio. Twilio is a publicly traded company, so please be advised to make purchasing decisions based on the products that we currently offer. And we're also recording this webinar, so we'll certainly send that out, the recording via email afterward. All right, so what and who is Twilio? Well, we're a customer engagement platform that businesses and organizations of all types utilize to build differentiated experiences at scale. We allow businesses to first ideate and creatively think about how they want to serve their customers, and then they can deploy with a flexible platform that supports that vision versus the other way around. We appeal to builders and non-builders alike, and have an ecosystem of top-tier partners like Ciptex that can help you strategize and deliver customer experiences that will set your business apart. So Simon, I'm going to hand it over to you so you can talk about Ciptex.
Sure, thank you, Lenore. So by way of introduction to Ciptex, we are a Twilio partner organization based out of Manchester in the UK. And we focus specifically on delivering customer engagement solutions built around Twilio Flex. So we have a team of technology experts and a range of ready-made tools to help accelerate time to value with Twilio Flex. And with that, let's get started.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Simon. All right. So digital transformation is more than just a buzzword. You know, it does represent key lever for differentiation. Organizations that spend more on digital transformation are 2.7 times more likely to be a top-tier performer, and this is according to Gartner. And as it relates to contact centers, those currently running legacy premise-based systems, they often look to Twilio and Twilio partners to transform and help augment their deployment with digital channels, IVR, while preserving the ability to preserve their investments that they've already made. So let's take a closer look at 3 concepts driving change in the contact center today. First, moving to the cloud for flexibility is often the first step companies take as they innovate with their contact center. You know, if not in full, then certainly in part. Second, regardless of where companies are in their technology maturity cycle, heightened focus on agent retention is really driving change. Finally, we're seeing more companies use their contact centers as strategic value drivers, of top line revenue. So kind of moving away from cost centers to profit centers. Regarding the on-prem to cloud shift, often a key driver is the need for flexibility. A recent study revealed that 50% of companies said they were not ready to pivot as necessary. If we've learned anything from the past 2 years, it's that conditions change and they change quickly. And having the ability to respond and adapt often meant the difference between keeping the business open or shutting the door. And I think we can all agree frequent change is here to stay. All right. So the required flexibility, is going to essentially be as unique as your business. Maybe you need to add new channels like WhatsApp because you expand in Latin America. Maybe you have a seasonal business and need to scale up and down quickly. Or maybe you have more of a corner use case, like a specific mobile app that you want to use for digital commerce. It's difficult to find one solution to support all the myriad of use cases that's possible out there. Which leads me to Shopify. If you're not familiar with Shopify, they are a Canadian multinational e-commerce company that helps small and medium-sized businesses run their online store. The company had outgrown its patchwork contact center solution and needed a custom, flexible, and scalable solution that they could easily update when they needed to. Chris Wilson over at Shopify, who I've spoken with several times, is their director of support technology, told us that with Twilio, he was able to wrap his business around Flex rather than the other way around. Another interesting point is the team initially allocated 8 months to build out their Flex solution. And as it turns out, they only needed 4. So a huge time savings on that end. The second theme driving transformation in contact centers is the need to engage agents. Attrition is running higher now than ever. This largely due to work from home and hybrid work arrangements. And 50% of surveyed companies say that agents are not equipped with the tools to be successful. So we're asking them to do more, but we're not providing them with the tools and the support they need to be successful. Our key to helping engage agents is to tailor user experiences for maximum productivity. So emerging best practices is to engage your agents in focus groups, ask them what works and what doesn't, what integrations do they need, and then make the changes in the next rev. It does wonders to engage agents. It increases buy-in and ultimately lowers attrition because, they feel like they're an integral part of the decision-making process. Which leads me to Vacasa, a fantastic Flex customer. So Vacasa took user experience to the next level. If you're not familiar with them, they are a leading vacation rental management platform, and they had 3 different customer-facing teams that needed different integrations and channels: guest services, sales teams to recruit new homeowners, and service for current homeowners. Using the Flex platform, they customize the user experience for each one, driving higher efficiencies and agent satisfaction. In fact, productivity was reflected by their bookings increase of 3x. Finally, I'll discuss how businesses are starting to use their contact centers as strategic value drivers. I mentioned that before. The reality is that it's tough to move the needle on customer retention and growth. Just throwing money at digital experiences isn't practical because plain vanilla digital fatigue is very real. Our key to turning customer engagement into a value driver is to tailor digital journeys that are not plain vanilla. That is, you can't just add a web chat channel option on your website and hope for the best. The key is to offer the right set of channels, deliver consistent support across all, and tailor the UI to the use case, whether it's inbound support, outbound sales, internal IT help desk. Increasingly adding personalization from first-party data is also helping to set companies apart because knowing your customer is key to anticipating their needs. Nike is a great example of tailoring customer journeys to their desired use cases. During the pandemic, retail closed and all sales were forced to go online, and they activated their mobile app with in-app chat and persistent threaded messaging in an integrated product recommendation engine that allowed Nike staff to remain employed and allowed customers to get support needed and kept the engine of commerce going. And it's still in use today. Encourage you to check it out. Another great example is Better Mortgage. They are a digital mortgage lender with the goal of making the mortgage process faster, more transparent, more accessible to all customers. Their existing contact center software didn't integrate with its current system for mortgage or origination and lead generation, making it very difficult to take true ownership of their customer experience. So with Flex, they could get the customization they were looking for and partner with them every step of the way to bring, again, their vision into reality. So Flex supported their vision. Now they have Twilio Flex for inbound voice, sales, operations, and supervisor functions, progressive outbound dialing for SDRs, and two-way SMS for agent communications. And they're able to scale quickly as they grow. They're doubling the amount of agents with plans for additional growth. So unlike legacy voice-centric solutions, Flex is a single app that handles all channels, voice and digital. It extends to support a wide range of use cases, as we've covered, integrates with nearly any other software with suitable APIs, and can be deployed quickly. And certainly with a partner like Ciptex, you are in excellent hands as they can guide you every step of the way. As you can see, we have many different types of customers ranging in size, industry, with different maturity levels, but they all have one thing in common. They are able to design and execute their unique CX strategy with Flex. And they didn't have to do this alone. We have amazing partners like Ciptex to help you along the way with designing and helping you build your CX strategy. Now we're going to pivot and we're going to see a demo because seeing is believing. And we want to show you how Flex works. And this features one of our key use cases.
Consumers increasingly turn to online purchases as a convenient way to do their holiday shopping. From checkout to pickup, let's look at how Twilio helps retailers deliver touchless customer experiences for curbside pickup. Here we see a customer purchasing some gifts online. Modest Exchange recently started using Twilio to support their curbside pickup just in time for the holidays. It only required a small change in the checkout flow to ensure that they always collect the customer's phone number and ask the customer to opt into notifications and marketing. Using Twilio programmable messaging, our customer immediately gets a notification text confirming their order once they've completed checkout. This starts the conversation with the customer and provides them an easy way to get in touch with the business if they have any issues before their order is ready. A few minutes later, our customer receives another notification in the same conversation, letting them know that their order is ready for pickup at the store they specified. This notification provides all the instructions to get their order and a quick link to get directions to the store. Once the customer arrives at the store, they park in one of the designated contactless pickup parking spots and send the spot ID back to the same number that they've been receiving notifications from. The ability to keep all of this conversation in the same thread helps the customer feel fully supported and equipped. At this point, let's take a look at the experience for a customer service agent working inside the store. With Twilio Flex, this representative is always working in a single user interface. They can see which orders are ready to pick up, as well as the orders that still need to be picked. Twilio Flex allows the agent to communicate with customers across multiple channels from the same single interface so they can resolve issues proactively. When a new customer arrives and texts in their spot number, they appear in a queue of tasks, waiting to be assigned to the best qualified agent. The agent can then see the location of each of the customers within the parking lot. Our customer service agent takes the most recent task and notifies the customer that their order should be out soon. This notification is automatically personalized within the context of the interaction, instilling confidence in the customer that they're in the right place and that this will be a straightforward and efficient process. Once the agent has accepted the task, they can see an organized view of all the information they'll need to fulfill this order. Twilio Flex has been configured to show the customer's information from a CRM so that the representative can personalize the experience. An integrated rewards program allows modest exchange to build personal relationships with loyal brand advocates. Order information, pulled from a marketplace integration, ensures that the store reps have all the context they need to validate the order. And an inventory management integration displays the staging location and helps the rep feel confident that they'll get the correct order out the door. All of this is pulled directly from the relevant systems of record, meaning you never need to worry about divergent or missing data. This unified single pane of glass decreases response time and total transaction time, ensuring that the store can avoid queues and backups during heavy holiday traffic. Flex combines the power of Twilio's customer communications platform with a fully programmable UI, so you can tailor it perfectly to your business. If our agent needs to confirm a change to the order with our customer, they can initiate a voice call directly from Flex to make sure to validate all the details. While two-way messaging keeps your agents available and engaged with your customers so that they can answer questions in real time. The customer's spot number is displayed in Flex, so once the store representative has the order collected, they know exactly where to go to drop the order off in the customer's trunk. Once the agent has delivered the order to the customer's car, they can complete the interaction in Flex. This automatically sends the customer a notification confirming their order completion. For the customer, this caps off a high-touch experience that has remained contactless the entire way. Twilio is helping retail businesses deliver the next generation of customer experience. We can't wait to see what you build.
Thank you very much, Lenore. That's really interesting food for thought there. What we're going to do now is hand over to Matt Winkles, who is going to talk through some of the customers that Ciptex have worked with using Twilio Flex. Over to you, Matt.
Thank you, Simon. This is our customer, Virtue Motors. They're the fifth largest automotive retailer in the UK, soon to be fourth by revenue, according to their last earnings call. They were formed in 2006 and has grown from a single dealership to over 160 across the UK, which includes household names such as Bristol Street Motors. They represent over 30 manufacturers, brands such as BMW, Land Rover, Honda, etc. They provide traditional bricks and mortar showrooms for new and used vehicles, and have online retail brands such as Van Direct and Click to Drive, where within a few clicks you can have a vehicle delivered to your door ready to go with a 14-day return guarantee. They have a full servicing and aftercare business via their owned workshops, a vehicles parts division, and they also offer vehicle financing. So a very comprehensive business in their vertical. Virtue's project was accelerated by Ciptex Race, which is a Flex extension, which allowed us to do an initial pilot for live agent-assisted checkout for their Click to Drive brand to provide voice, video, chat, and WhatsApp support by Flex, whereby customers can be supported with all aspects of their vehicle purchase. Customer estimated a 6-month development project for a proof of concept, but actually it went completely live in only 3 months, thanks to Ciptex's support pre-built integrations. Twilio segment is used to source first-party data to provide the agent a single view of the customer in the Flex interface, combining information from the last few steps they took on their most recent website journey, along with customer records sourced from their in-house CRM and service management platforms. Twilio SendGrid is integrated into Flex to allow agents to send timely branded and templated email documentation with further click-to-actions options to facilitate the sales journey. Post-pilot involved a rollout across a further 300 customer service agents, as well as including Ciptex's One Payment Cloud PCI compliant payment platform for taking secure payments over multiple channels. In addition, Ciptex and Twilio's partner Spokephone was utilized to replace 1,600 back-office telephony endpoints with customer context-enabled desktop and mobile soft phones, integrating with a minimal retained state of essential telephones in workshops, meeting rooms, and kitchens. This all is wrapped under a single supply and support contract from Ciptex, and is becoming a big source of inquiries from other companies in this sector. This is our customer, Igloo. Igloo.com is proud to be the UK's #1 specialist travel agency. It was founded in 1998. Igloo stands for expertise, variety, and value. It's the largest independent agent of ski and cruise holidays. Holidays from over 90% of the UK ski package market, and they work with every major cruise line. Their 200-strong team are all experts with first-hand experience of the products they offer. They operate 3 highly regarded brands: Igloo Ski, Igloo Cruise, and Planet Cruise. Their offering is unmatched online. They're fully independent and award-winning. Our project with Igloo.com was to partner with their own development team. We accelerated their deployment by providing immediate feature parity with their legacy platform using our Ciptex Raceflex extension. We built an integration into their legacy platform to enable team-by-team migration using Ciptex's 15 years of experience in telecoms, whilst building a tightly integrated agent experience in Flex wrapped around their in-house bespoke developed e-booking and customer service platform. Ciptex's One Payment Cloud PCI compliant agent present payment solution was used to be able to take payments from customers in real time. The customer only required one developer working with a project manager and an IT architect to complete the project. This is our customer, contactlenses.co.uk. Contact Lenses has grown from operating out of one small room to be one of the internet's most influential contact lens retailers. They were founded in 1996, and they serve customers from over 100 countries. They have a 5-star rating on Trustpilot and have made over 4 million successful deliveries. It's safe to say they've built a loyal following in the contact lens community. They always focus on exceeding customers' needs and has achieved 90% of all orders coming from a very devoted customer base. Our project with contactlenses.co.uk included voice, chat, and email channels integrated into a single Twilio Flex agent desktop experience. And that was deployed across multiple multinational web presences. A parallel implementation of Zendesk support ticket management system using Ciptex's advanced Zendesk integration into Twilio Flex allowed them to manage those customer inquiries and incidents in Zendesk, but within Flex, using it as a single pane of glass. The implementation only took 2 weeks. Contact Lenses required no development resource due to Ciptex's Raceflex extension, making it virtually a turnkey solution. They made 60% efficiency gains compared to previous cumbersome, outdated, and disparate solutions.
Wow, thanks, Matt. That's a really wide range of customer use cases. So we've come to the end of our presentation. We've now got time to take some questions that are coming in on the chat, and I'm just going to fire them at you, Lenore, and Matt. To start with, Lenore, here's a question for you. How have you seen contact centers evolve over the last few years?
That is a great question. What we've seen, especially over the past several years, is a shift. Our customers are shifting, moving from cost centers to profit centers, right? So for years, contact centers would just cost the company, right? They would field inquiries or complaints. I call it the break fix model. You have a problem, you call, hopefully they fix it, and then you hang up and that's it. They're moving away, especially with customer lifetime value, away from that. And they're realizing the important role contact centers play, because oftentimes it's the initial touch point for a customer. And that can make or break the experience the customer has with that brand. So, they're starting to understand the power of using the contact center for revenue generation. They're doing this by adding a digital first approach, right? Extending their digital channels to meet the customers where they're at. And making customer data actionable. I mean, we've been collecting customer data for years in the contact center, in the CRM or even outside the CRM, and really haven't done anything with it. So, extracting that information, making that actionable and applying that, right, in order to anticipate their customers' needs, really, really boost, right, that revenue generation engine. I liken it sort of going from reactive care, reactive engagements, to proactive, right, at the end of the day. So, and I think we saw that, certainly, well, we're seeing it certainly in fintech, in retail. And we did talk about, Nike and Better Mortgage, right, and their extension of digital channels and, being able to utilize valuable customer information and insights.
Yeah, all of which massively improves the customer experience, right? Okay, so here's another question. Perhaps for you, Lenore. Would we need to take all these features at once? So do we need to absorb all these features at once, or can we do it progressively?
Yeah, it's a great question, because oftentimes with bound contact center solutions, what you buy is what you have to deploy. I mean, you can't make decisions and make changes on what you want to use, what you don't want to use, what you'd like to expand on. So with Flex, it is completely flexible. You can do whatever you want with it. It supports your customer engagement strategy. So we have customers that have a digital first engagement strategy where they do as much self-service through digital channels as they can to free up their agents for those very important voice conversations once they're needed. So you can design essentially the type of experience you want to deliver to your customers.
Yeah. Okay. And we have another question here with which I'm going to direct this one at Matt. We have an on-premise solution today. Can we transition to the cloud, or does it need to be a big bang implementation?
Again, a very good question. Here at Ciptex, we've developed the capability to initially integrate and extend the capabilities of your existing systems or other chosen platforms, so you can use all the Twilio functionality, but as an extension of your existing investments. And that gives you the ability to both instantly benefit from the capabilities of the Twilio platform, but also gives you a safe migratory route to transition teams or departments or business areas at your own pace.
Okay. And so that leads on to a question from me, actually. Final question in the time we've got available. I mean, how do you get started on a project like this? Where would I start? Do you have advice? Maybe Lenore, do you want to take that one?
Yeah, I mean, as you illustrated, right, in your customer use cases, that's what Ciptex does, right? You work with customers to be able to figure out, what is their strategy, what is possible, right? What they're doing today, what they would like to be doing, and then realize that, right, and build Flex, right? You take the heavy lifting. If they do not have developers in-house, they don't need developers in-house, right, to be able to build that solution out to support that strategy. So Again, Flex supports both digital channels and voice. It's really how you want to show up for your customers. What kind of engagements are they needing and wanting? Every business, we talked about this, is so unique, and as our customers, right? So this is the beauty of Flex, is you can design it with all that uniqueness, right, in mind, and Ciptex is there to help customers do that.
Yeah, versatility. Okay, I think that is probably about all we've got time for today. So I guess there's a huge amount to take in there. We've seen it. We've heard an awful lot and seen some really great examples. If you would like to learn more about that, please feel free to get in touch with us. Our web address should be on the screen right now. Go along to our contact us page, click with the chat with us button, and we'd be happy to have a conversation and to learn a little bit more about your business and see where we can go. So thank you very much for that, Lenore. It was really interesting. Thank you, Matt. And that concludes our presentation for today.